right, 23 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to go to Disney World one of these days, Robin.
Yeah.
I got a plan to go to Disney World. Anyway, Disney World requires a lot of walking, and I was thinking about this. I should probably do something to get in shape. Every once in a while, I'll have one of those older guy moments where my knees hurt, you know?
Oh, okay.
And so that's why I'm thinking I should prepare for this, because you do probably 17 miles of walking in Disney.
I would think
I don't
so,
think
yeah.
that's an exaggeration. I think that's probably true. Dr. David Ring is on the phone. He's the chair of the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons Patient Safety Committee and the Associate Dean of Comprehensive Care and the Professor of Surgery and Perioperative Care, you can tell I'm reading now, at the Dell Medical School at the University of Texas at Austin. He's talking about opioid prescriptions and their use. Mm-hmm. September is Pain Awareness Month. Good morning, Dr. Ring.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Good. Where are you in Texas right now?
Yeah, I'm in Austin, Texas, at the new Dell Medical School.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for being on the air. Yeah, when you go to the theme parks here, you do walk a lot. Like when I go to New York City, I end up walking. It seems like everywhere, and that's when I start noticing it in my knees, mostly. What do you? If I were to use something that had an opioid, I don't even know that I've ever done that. That'd be something I have to get from the doctor, obviously.
Yeah, I think you're getting into the issue that we're now facing in America is our pain relief strategies about 20 years ago turned strongly towards opioids. There was a push that said that opioids we're probably over-worry the addiction and under-treat pain. We got into trouble with that in many ways. One of the areas is treating everyday pains like arthritis in the knee with opioids. That is probably not a good strategy.
Oh, okay. And is that something the doctors that we go to don't agree with, or do they not have the same information that you have?
Well, I think again, it's something that's evolving. So most of the world achieves effective pain relief even after surgery or broken bone using very few opioids. And we did the same in the United States. About 20 years ago, we started this shift promoted by pharmaceutical companies and some advocates towards opioids. Now, there are ways to get comfortable, many other ways to get comfortable other than opioid pain relievers. For knee arthritis, as much as recovering from a broken knee, the number one is to be in your optimal mood and mindset and have very effective coping strategies. Let's talk about knee arthritis. You'll see people walking around, if you pay attention, whose knees tend to bow, and they may even kick in as they walk, and those people have very severe arthritis, but they just hobble right down the walk and it doesn't seem to slow them down.
Oh, wow. And because they've got a good attitude? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, it's not so much an attitude as it is. So if your knee starts to hurt, as you mentioned, for me it's my shoulder. As the age-related changes come along, if your sense is okay, as long as this is not something that needs to be protected, as long as this is just normal age-related changes, I feel like I can keep doing the things I need to do and be myself.
Oh,
also, when it acts up. Yeah, when it acts up, I can take something a little bit safer, like an ibuprofen, an aspirin, or a acetaminophen, or use a bag of ice. And also, I can do whatever exercises I can do to help improve that area as well.
And the pharmacies do a good job of monitoring the patient dispensing of the prescription medication, because if a patient has X number of pills and they come in earlier than when the prescription is finished to refill, sometimes the pharmacies will say, no, you have to get another note from your doctor. We can't do that.
I'm here to talk about what orthopedic surgeons are doing, because we were one of the top prescribing groups and those pills get out into the community and then they get diverted and misused. But we are working on both encouraging patients to talk to their doctors and about how to use the smallest dose of opioids for the shortest time. But you mentioned everybody's doing their part. Pharmacists are going above and beyond and trying to be careful and even checking databases, as doctors are doing too, to make sure that people aren't getting opioids from several different doctors and maybe misusing them without them being aware.
Gosh.
And the emergency rooms are in Massachusetts, where I came from 2 years ago. The Massachusetts Hospital Association got together, and the emergency room doctors came up with a statewide policy on and strategy on how they would manage opioids and try to do pain relief more safely.
Wow.
So do we as patients need to ask certain questions from our doctors or from our surgeons? And if so, how do we educate ourselves? Is there a book or a website you can recommend?
Yeah, let me start with the website. There's information for both patients and clinicians at orthoinfo.org/prescription safety. That's orthoinfo.org/prescription safety. And what you'll find there is a bunch of tools for how to plan to be as comfortable as possible after surgery. So if you're planning a surgery, say you're going to get your hip replaced or you're going to get your knee done, and you can sort of choose the day and choose the time. You have a lot of time to get everything in order in terms of how you're going to be as comfortable as possible. If you've broken your ankle, you have a little bit less choice, but you can still work on the most effective pain relief strategies and partner with your doctor on those.
Okay,
Wow.
and we know some people who are in the assisted living facilities in our area who have, what do they call them, therapists, occupational therapists?
Yes.
Is that who does it?
Yes.
Am I saying the right name?
I think
or
so.
Physical therapist, whoever it is that helps them walk. It seems like they do.
Yeah,
They
generally
do.
physical. Yeah, physical therapy generally for legs and backs, and occupational therapy more for arms and tasks. But yeah, they can teach people how to do exercises that strengthen and condition their body part, and that can be a nice way to manage pain.
Very good. I know you've got a lot of these interviews. Thank you, Dr. David Ring, for being on the air with us today.
Thanks so much for having me.
You're welcome. All right, we will be right back.
As a small business owner, you're always on the go. So how can you make sure you never miss a customer's call? Grasshopper. With Grasshopper, you get all the features of a business phone system. That's right. Grasshopper turns your cell phone into a business phone system that's affordable and incredibly easy to use. Get a toll-free or vanity phone number that's memorable and professional. Customers are forwarded to your phone and connected to you or your team wherever you are. And with our app, your outgoing calls and texts show up as your professional phone number. We'll transcribe your voicemails and send them to your email so you can determine their importance at a glance. So whether you're always on the go or working from home and need to keep business calls separate, or you simply want a professional tone, Grasshopper makes it happen. Set up your account in just minutes. There are no long-term contracts and support is 24/7. Get your calls, stay connected, thrive. Now get $20 off your plan when you visit grasshopper.com/radio. grasshopper.com/radio.
Council.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
Did you call Mike Scott Plumbing about the irrigation?
No, but did you know a crocodile can't stick its tongue out? Or that Humpty Dumpty Rhyme never actually says he's an egg? Or that Chuck Norris counted to infinity? Twice.
Where the hell do you come up with these facts? And what's that have to do with the lawn?
Nothing really, just hoping you'd forget what you told me to do.
Well, here's a fact. Just like an elephant, I never forget. And here's another fun fact for you. If my plants die because you didn't call Mike Scott Plumbing to come over and install an irrigation system, you're going to be the one out there all night with a hose.
Well, as a matter of fact, I think I'll call Mike Scott Plumbing right now.
Now that's a fact.
237-2888.
Yes, 237-2888. Because if...
I know. If water runs through it, they do it. Did you know honeybees have 5 eyes?
Oh, brother, you're going to do this all night now, aren't you?
Or that a strawberry is not actually a berry, but a banana is? Or that Chuck Norris killed 2 stones with 1 bird? Or that polar bears are left-handed? Or that...
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Here are today's headlines from The Source, WOCA. As Tropical Storm Irma is now history in the state of Florida, Governor Rex Scott says that the damage is extensive and that he is working to make sure there's enough fuel for the state.
We're doing everything we can to get fuel back in the state. As you all know, we had fuel shortages last week. We had outages. We had a lot of shortages. The two big ports are Tampa and Port Everglades. Both of them have fuel in their tanks that they had to have in the tanks during the hurricane. We're getting that out.
Power crews from around the country have come to Florida to help restore the power as fast as possible. And Floridians are starting to assess the damage from Irma. Florida Congresswoman Ileana Ros-Lehtinen says things could have been worse.
When you look around this darkened neighborhood all around me, it's pretty dire as well, but not as bad as some of the folks have it.
The Congresswoman noted the damage that Irma left behind on islands in the Caribbean when she